chagrin of
or
these
calling
people,
that one
man.
woman a child. Like, listen here, child.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just an elitist scumbag.
They're not our fucking leaders, dude. They think they're our rulers, and they like truly feel like, dude, they're just insane. Like, dude, they're not right, dude. And it's all the people at all the levels.
No, you didn't even see it fucking locally.
I know, dude.
Like our scumbag former mayor. I remember seeing him at Fairway. Dude, literally the way he looked at people was like he was the fucking king. It was the weirdest thing I've ever saw. Meanwhile, he was a fucking drunk. Yeah, embarrassment to the town. Fucking corporate sellout.
Dude, our town
puppet of Terry Branstad.
Our town has a serious.
Used to be behind that someone in the bathroom.
Our town has like a serious, and it's a lot of middle America and just small town America in general, I think, has a serious issue. I don't know if I want to necessarily use the word corruption, but just like systemic classism, where the people running the local, city governments or councils or boards or whatever are just part of this class of people, like wealthy business owners, franchise owners, real estate people, contractors. They all have the same vested interests, and it really is like a microcosm of the politics and classism on the national scale. And we had one mayor, his name was, and maybe this is libel or slander, but the guy was just not a good person, man. Johnny kind of talked about it, the way that he like talked to people, interacted with people, dude. And he was something of an alcoholic. He was known many times for like embarrassing himself and making terrible statements. Like, apparently there was this one, I don't know if you heard about this, Johnny, but he like went to get his hair cut or something. There was it was either a hairdresser.
I'll try to bring it up.
There was a hairdresser or a waitress, and the lady like said something to him. He's like, "Do you have any idea who the fuck I am?"
Yeah, hold on.
Like, that's literally our mayor of our little town in Iowa. Was just an absolute monster, man. But yeah, there's the main point that I'm getting at is on the local level to the mid-level to the state level to the national level. For some reason, this culture of
we had a city councilman who killed himself, and apparently he was told to stay away from the visitation.
Yeah, there's just this culture of sociopaths or psychopaths that have no... On the surface, it looks like they care about people and they have that customer service, howdy neighbor face, but really they don't care, dude. As long as they get the newer house or the bigger thing or the better job, it's literally like this suburban fucking caricature that I call the new Americans that have just taken over our whole fucking society, man. They have, and you talked about it in the last episode, they don't care. There's no sense of actual patriotism. Patriotism to them is doing good, making more money, doing better, stimulating the American economy by buying a car. Like, it's fucking weird to me, man. And it's gross, dude. And I think one of the things that makes me happy about our generation, Johnny, is we're turning our backs on that way of thinking. Like, dude, how many millennials do you talk about? And this just shows not only just how poor we are, but how much of a change of character we had. Because we saw what happened to our parents in the 2008 crisis, who spent all their... I think before 2008, our generation had it in their head, like, yeah, I'm going to get a good job, I'm going to go to college, I'm going to have some kids. The American dream, we still believed in it. And then we saw our parents who worked their whole lives, had their companies throw them out, they lost their homes, they lost everything. We saw that right when you were coming into high school age, and then we were like, what the fuck? It's a lie. And now we've just... Dude, like I was saying, when you hear most people our age talk about, what's a lot of what they say? I don't really care if I make a lot of money. I just want to do what I love. I just want to play music. I just want to do a podcast. I want to be a writer. And a lot of our generation is just going for it, like we're going for it, like a lot of artists we know are going for it, because they're like, yeah, I could get a job and all this, and it'll be fine for 15 years, but then I could lose all of it. Yeah. And they're just like, no, I just would rather, if I know that there's still a chance that everything will get taken out from under me, I might as well try to do the big thing that I really, really want to do. Anyway, that was a tangent. What were we even talking about? Hillary Clinton? know.
Yeah, and I tried to find.
They always have open bars at those political meetings for the Republican Party, so that'll do it.
Yeah, and I'll just say, I've been told, dude, a lot of these high-profile people in town are getting wasted all day long, dude. They go to the fancier restaurants downtown and just get wasted.
Well, and this is one of
these people have power and money.
I know. Well, and this is one of the things of how I told you, it's like they don't care about anything. They don't, like, they care about stuff, like, in their heads they do. Like, they care about America. They're patriots. They care about their community, but, like, so many of them are detached. And because, one, they have this belief system of, like, consumerism and the stuff that we've been spoon-fed our whole life, and it just is a warped sense of reality, first off. So, like, already their sober baseline of reality is warped and delusional, right? Mm-hmm. And then a lot of them, because of their warped, delusional, disconnected perspective of reality, are depressed. So then they take anti-anxiety medication and fucking, like, Laboterol, Xanax type shit. And then they're drinking all day because they got good jobs in real estate investments. So, like, dude, they're just, like, not there. They're just automatons going off this base ego.
This is at every level of government, I think, dude.
Dude, this is, you missed the lecture I was giving to the fucking viewers, but dude, this is exactly what I'm talking about, dude. It's fucking wild, man. It's crazy. And dude, you can see it in their face. Even, like, not just political discussions, but I have, like, well, you know what happened to my girlfriend and I the other day. Won't go into it. But that's a prime example of some of these
people with power who are, like, sociopaths.
And it's just like these interactions that we have, like, and it's just even in day-to-day things, like, you can have interaction with people and, like, you're just like, dude, you're not fucking here. Where are you?
And really, dude, it's not even necessarily drinking. It's like you say, the pills, dude.
Yeah. Well, but then when you mix,
they're just gone.
You know, you and I have allegedly been involved in things that aren't so savory, and I can speak from some experience that when you mix any sort of pharmaceutical substance with alcohol, it's just not good.
It's a fun time for the person doing it.
For a little bit. And then...
I know, imagine being blacked out on Xanax and a shit ton of
running the country.
And you're fucking the leader of the town. And you're like,
yeah.
You wake up the next day, you don't even remember the fucking town meeting. You're like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
If the stars were lined up, I'm taking the divine to spend a little time at my grave.